Hey, have you ever wondered why some people feel scared to speak English?
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Maybe it's because they worry about making mistakes.
Well, true, making mistakes can be embarrassing, but I think it's also about feeling judged by others.
I get that. It's like they fear being laughed at or not sounding perfect.
Absolutely. It's like this pressure to be flawless in a language that might not be their first.
And sometimes people fear not being able to express themselves well.
Right. They might think others won't understand them or that they'll sound silly.
Maybe it's a confidence thing too, like they doubt their own English skills.
Yeah, confidence plays a big role. Fear of judgment can really hold someone back.
It's a shame because making mistakes is a part of learning any language.
Totally agree. We should encourage each other to learn and grow, not judge.
True. Maybe if we create a supportive environment, people won't be so afraid.
Let's make it easier for everyone to practice and improve without fear.
Exactly. Everyone starts somewhere, and it's okay not to be perfect.
I've been thinking about this, and I have to admit, I sometimes feel afraid of speaking English too.
Really? I wouldn't have guessed. What makes you nervous?
Well, similar reasons, I guess. Fear of making errors and worrying if others will understand me properly.
It's interesting that even someone proficient in English can feel that way. How do you cope with it?
I try to remind myself that making mistakes is part of learning process. It's a constant journey of improvement.
That's a good perspective. Do you think it's also about the fear of not meeting others' expectations?
Absolutely. There's this subconscious pressure to meet certain language standards even though it's unrealistic.
So it's not just about language proficiency, but also societal expectations.
Yes, exactly. It's like there's this invisible bar that we feel we need to reach, and that can be intimidating.
I guess it's about breaking down those barriers and creating a space where everyone feels comfortable practicing.
Right. It's essential to foster an environment that encourages learning and growth rather than judgment.
Maybe we should share our experiences more openly to let others know they're not alone in feeling this way.
That's a great idea. It could help normalize the idea that speaking English or any language is a journey, not a destination.
Opening up about our struggles with speaking English might also inspire others to overcome their fears.
Yes, sharing our vulnerabilities can create a sense of camaraderie and let people know it's okay to be imperfect.
It makes me think about the importance of creating safe spaces where individuals can practice without judgment.
That's key, whether it's a language class, online community, or just among friends. A supportive atmosphere is crucial.
And what about the fear of accents? Some might worry that their accent makes them sound less proficient.
Oh, that's a significant concern. Accents are unique and should be celebrated, not seen as a barrier.
So true. Accents add richness to language. We should embrace diversity in how English is spoken.
I've found that watching movies or listening to different accents helps me appreciate the beauty of linguistic diversity.
That's a great tip. Exposure to various accents can make us more accepting and less judgmental.
And it also reminds us that everyone's English journey is different. There's no one correct way to speak.
It's like we need to redefine what it means to be fluent. It's not about erasing accents, but about effective communication.
Exactly. Effective communication is the goal, and understanding each other matters more than sounding perfect.
Your perspective is really helping me rethink my own fears about speaking English.
I'm glad to hear that. It's a continuous learning process for all of us.
Let's encourage others to share their stories too. The more we talk about it, the more we break down these language barriers.
I agree. It's time to build a community where everyone feels supported no matter where they are in their English journey.
By the way, I recently discovered a podcast where people share their language learning adventures. It's fascinating to hear their triumphs and challenges.
Oh, share the name and maybe we can listen together. It could be a fun way to learn and feel connected.
It's called Lingo Diaries. They have episodes featuring language learners from all walks of life. It's both entertaining and inspiring.
Awesome. I'll definitely check it out. By the way, have you ever tried tongue twisters to practice pronunciation?
Oh, absolutely. Some of them are hilarious and challenging. It's like a workout for your mouth.
Oh, let's share our favorite tongue twisters. Mine is She Sells Seashells by the Seashore. Try saying it 5 times fast.
All right, challenge accepted. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. Ooh, that's tougher than it sounds.
Aha, good effort. It's a fun way to break the ice and work on pronunciation quirks.
True. It also shows that learning a language can be playful and not always about serious study.
Speaking of playfulness, have you ever tried incorporating English into your daily hobbies
That's a great idea. Like watching cooking shows in English if you're into cooking, or reading English comic books if you enjoy them.
precisely, like it makes the learning process more enjoyable and relevant to our personal interests.
I also find that learning through songs helps. The lyrics often have catchy phrases that stick in your mind.
Totally. Music is a fantastic way to vocabulary and improve listening skills. What's your favorite English song?
I'm into pop music, so anything by Taylor Swift usually finds its way into my playlist. How about you?
Nice choice. I'm a fan of classic rock, so you often catch me singing along to Queen or the Beatles.
Mixing language learning with our interests makes it a fun and natural part of our lives.
Exactly. Let's keep exploring creative ways to make English an enjoyable adventure. Who knows? I maybe one day we'll be fluent rock stars.
Now that's a goal worth reaching, fluent rock stars. Imagine singing English rock anthems without missing a beat.
Absolutely. It would be a blast. And we could even create a band where everyone's a language learner.
The Polyglot Rock Stars. Our concerts could be a mix of languages, celebrating diversity through music.
Love the band name. We'd have fans from all over the world singing along in different languages.
Our backstage conversations would be a linguistic feast, with everyone sharing language tips.
And during interviews, we'd encourage people to embrace language learning as part of their journey.
We could even have language-themed merchandise as t-shirts, with witty language puns and mugs with tongue twisters.
Brilliant idea. Our fans would not only enjoy the music, but also have fun learning languages in the process.
Speaking of puns, do you have a favorite English pun that always cracks you up?
Oh, I do. I'm that into Trust Adams because they make up everything.
Classic. Puns are like the secret handshake of language lovers, a delightful way to share a laugh.
And laughter is a universal language. It connects people, it breaks down barriers, and makes learning more enjoyable.
So true. Let's make a pact. We'll continue this language learning journey with humor, music, and a sprinkle of puns.
Deal. The Polyglot Rockstars are on a mission to spread joy, language love, and maybe a few groovy guitar riffs.
It's settled then. Here's to a future where everyone rocks not only in their native language, but also in the languages they're learning.
Cheers to that. The world needs more linguistic rock stars, and we're ready to lead the way.